Hello everybody, welcome to the stream! I'm going back to the hellhole that is Amazon self-published ebooks, because I found a few more, I would say gems, but that would be misusing the word, earlier today. This isn't fart content, don't still worry, but don't worry that it's fart content. There's still plenty to be worried about. And then because because I'm procrastinating like a fucking jackass, haven't caught up with the Assassin's Creed collectibles I want to collect before starting the second act of the game yet, we'll be cleaning out my Steam account. And stuff. Anything else I want to announce? I want to announce that I should remember to close down Uplay and EGS, because, don't want that sucking up resources. But anyways, let's start by diving into the unclean hellhole that is Amazon self-publishing, shall we? Where's window capture? Oh. There we go. I don't need to go back to Diary of a Farting Villager. Prime Day! Good thing I'm not logged in. Movie collections. I might actually look at that. I haven't looked at Prime Day. Also because I'm not a Prime member. That looks like Elsagate. Kids Plus? Sounds like a premium human trafficking service. Anyways, that's not what we're here for. Open that tab. I was gonna type in how knit with cat hair. So I remembered this exists. Crafting with cat hair. Cute handicrafts to make with your cat. Are your favorite sweaters covered in cat hair? Do you love to make quirky and one-of-a-kind crafting projects? Oh, thought I would have gas. If so, then it's time to throw away your lint roller and curl up with your kitty. Crafting with cat hair shows readers how to transform stray clumps of fur into soft and adorable handicrafts. From kitty tote bags. Hang on. Rebooting my Twitch app on my phone. Picture frames and more. These projects are cat-friendly, eco-friendly, and require no special equipment or training. You can make most of these projects under an hour, with a little help, of course, from your feline friends. Wouldn't a cat kind of be a special equipment? Because not everyone has a cat. What if you got gifted this book for some reason, but you didn't have a cat? Workbooks. Let's see. Where's the publisher page? Did they not have a publisher page? Okay. Can we look inside? Oh, we get example images. Got fur balls. Finger puppets. It's a finger puppet of a cat made out of cat hair. Took the hair I brushed off my cat, made it into felt. Scrubbing it with detergent and compressing it with iron makes for an easy felt crafting technique. How much cat hair would you have to collect? It's not concerning me that like someone would kind of do this, as long as it's not like a whole sweater. It's not kind of weird. Okay, then this is a little weird. Well, I mean, it's still kind of weird if you use sheep for it, but I guess the weird thing is, when you think about it, is that you would have to spend a lot of time collecting cat hair. And I think that's, like, the really concerning part about it. Like, how much, like, some of these would require a lot of cat hair, like, to make gloves. And so you got, like, huge mega hands. How long would it take? Like, it's concerning about the hair collecting from cats. But anyways, there's also this. How to talk to your cat about gun safety. I did not know about the second part of this title. And abstinence, drugs, Satanism, and other dangers that threaten. I'm guessing it says them. How you're to tell if your plot is I can't speak. How to tell if your cat is plotting to kill you. Volume 2. I didn't know Volume 2 had happened. I thought it was left at Volume 1. But, this is where I found the rabbit hole. The Ghost Meter, EMF Sensor. Organic fresh frozen camel milk. Fresh flavor with health benefits. Raw and natural grade A. $120. Practically. How to raise your IQ by eating gifted children. All real products. Rug alarm clock. $74. Eating people is wrong. Crap, that's an actual entertaining thing. Toilet paper origami. Oh no, I know about I remember this. Oh god, I remember that. Images you should not masturbate to. I think I talked about this before at one point. Hashtag cat butt. Oh! We found the butthole cut of cats. Except you can color it in. Walmart Atlas. Oh. How to poo on a Trinity Vibes Super. Okay. Amazon, if you ban me for that, this was on your own site. Like, there's some of these that are just, like, concerning. Okay, let's see what's in these other tabs. Prime Day. What I open here? Nothing. Amazon Kids. Formerly Free Time Unlimited. Wait, you get Cartoon Network for $19 a year? But does it come with Adult Swim? I feel like when you're paying for Cyber Chase, you're kind of an idiot. Because the entire series is free to watch on pbskids.org. Whatever. Bestsellers and books. Nothing looks weird in here on the front page. But then you just scrape the surface and it's like this. Oh, it's cat jokes? It's just jokes with cat comic strips. We've been clickbaited. Okay, how much of this is stolen? I'm wondering. Or if this is already free content that you can... I mean, already... God damn it, I can't fucking speak! How much of it is stuff you could find for free on the internet? Got my hopes up. Then there are a lot of books that are just stolen memes compressed into a book. I mean, the American Association of Patriots have stood at the vanguard of our country's... This seems like an organization full of lunatics. Oh, how much of this is a joke organization? I'm gonna get fucking Nazi ads, aren't I? Oh. Oh my god. Sometimes you can't tell which one of these is satire. It's satire. That has to be. Now it's the first full book. Game citizens at Crown Publishing, the same publishers who put out books. Are fearless thinkers like, there is no way. Crown Publishing, is it just they publish nutjob books? Or do they also publish anyone that sends them a rough draft? I don't feel... Can we... Oh my god, half of these people look like goblins. I don't know any of these people. I love the author loading. Martha Stewart. Okay, so it's just any idiot. And Michelle Obama. Okay, so it's just any idiot that can send them a... Oh dear. Let's read the reviews. Again, that might be a joke at this rate. But then there's this where I don't know if it's a joke or not. Because there are general people that think that Ghostbusters is real. Which, ironically, Dan Aykroyd and his Crystal Skull vodka is evidence that he thinks this shit's real. I don't know how one would use this. Gauss. You mean like the tissue paper they wrap your arm in hospitals? The ghost meter. Fun, simple, thrilling. Associated Press picture from CNN News of Henry IX. Palace ghost caught on camera. Something tells me they're really misappropriating that. Ghostmeter.net. Oh lord. EMF meter. I would like to see how this thing actually works on the inside. If it's just running on, like, RNG. Like, randomly going up. Like, there's no way shit like this is real. Paranormal... There's so many of these! Electromagnetic field. Okay, so there is, like, stuff for this. But why are they using it for ghosts? This is like something you would want to use if, like, you want to see the Wi-Fi's working, right? Field radiation detector. Great tester for home EMF inspections, office, outdoor, and ghost hunting. One of these is not like the other. One of these just doesn't belong. What would you use this for? Picked up any signal to play. Okay, so your answer is no. So, it's just like, is my microwave working? Is my, like, TV remote working? So this is like for testing electronics, right? And is being used by morons to look for ghosts. Why? Why? That's 1,811 more people that bought it and reviewed it than should have. I don't even know. Oh god, this is awful. Of course, it says supernatural, of course. EMF measurement. Is there like an actual scientific use for this? I mean, there has to be real scientific use for this and not just, ooh, there's a ghost. There's a ghost giving me spooky blowjob boners. like in Ghostbusters. Oh, what we see? Widely applications, mainly used for testing TV, computer, printer, microwave. See, I knew it was. And then ghost hunting. I like how they say and ghost hunting. Jesus Christ. EMF meters. Amazon's choice. I wonder how many ghost hunters are in Amazon's higher up. I wonder if these people, like, took their products seriously and they kept getting flooded with ghost hunters. Being like, can I use this for freaking ghosts? They're just like, yes. If you're that stupid. Theoretically, yes. You could try to use it for that. In the same way you could theoretically try to use it to cook turkey. the odds of success for both activities are about the same, but yes, you technically could try to use it for that. And so they just eventually put that in. Can it detect ghosts? It should be used to debunked human biased experiences. You know, it's good when they can't use spell check. Found electrical vampires in my camper. You mean like someone's sucking up more power than it needs to? Or like, there's actual electrical vampires in your house? Because I feel like, on a product page like this, you really need to clarify it. Did they just sell ghost hunting? Nope, just meters. Anyways, back to the books. How to raise your IQ by eating gifted children. The thing has been published for 21 years. Satirus. Okay, good. Good. It's, you know, Poe's Law and all that. It's hard to tell because I just looked at like 50 ghost detectors. Oh my god. Castration. The advantages and disadvantages. 1,000,000 random digits. You can pay $65 for what you can spend probably 5 minutes, no, 1 minute in Java doing. Do-it-yourself coffins. Honestly, I would kind of respect that. Coffins are fucking expensive. Oh, graphic design is my passion. Oh, dear. The Beginner's Guide to Sex in the Afterlife. $900?! How to shit in the woods. This is so concerning. Cat butt coloring book. Okay, it's also hard to tell which of these are satire. Hold on to your kids. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Stop yelling and love me more, please. Oh dear. What's in here? Oh, castration, the advantages and disadvantages. Contains considerable data to substitute each of the aspects of the castration results. The simple 15-minute surgery gives a whopping 13.5 years of average life expectancy increase, cures prostate cancer, and improves the body's immune system function. Where would you piss? That's like something you never really consider when you're looking at Varys from Game of Thrones. How does that man piss? If they can spend like 30 minutes per season about how Daenerys is fucking the Aquaman guy in Doggy Style or whatever, they can spend 5 minutes explaining how Varys pisses without a dick. Maybe that's why Season 8 was a letdown. They never revealed that. Author House. Oh dear. I mean, cures prostate cancer. That's the same way you say you can cure lung cancer by ripping out someone's lung. How many cocks are in here? Oh, thank God. I thought it would say Bloomington, Minnesota. No, it's Bloomington, Illinois. Oh, thank God. My people don't have to take responsibility for this. You love it when half of this is playing. There we go. Oh my God. Become an advocate in the castration treatment for sex offenders. I like how it's like one of those things that start off like somewhat reasonable-ish. In some way. To some people. And it goes into another way where it's like no one likes it. Oh dear God. Oh, this is all serious. Advantages of castration. Stops, I don't know, stops lust. Stops aggression, bloodlust. So it gives you bloodlust? Cost effectiveness of castration. Aestheticism, courtly love. Castration is good for you. Eugenics, the hair shirt. Intelligent. Stress curbs addiction. Social adjustment. As a contraceptive. Use a condom. Do that. Or vasectomy. Is this also... Yeah, averts... Isn't that like also something... Oh, disadvantages. How many pages of advantages do we got? 204? How many pages of disadvantage? I like 204. So it's like 100 pages of disadvantages compared to 200 pages of advantages. But there's like a lot of... Seems like this goes on for a lot longer. Like it... Like, look. 2 pages of contents about disadvantages and then 1 page about advantages. Like you get what I'm saying? Something's weird with the ratio. Epilepsy. Brain lesions. Yeah, when you get, like, the advantage... I'm sorry, eugenics is one of the advantages? Oh no. Castration is standard. Oh no. Persistence of evil. Oh no. I like how there's epilepsy. The hair shirt. Brain lesions. Stops lust. Depression. Intelligence. Ugh. Leg cramps. Odor. Oh my god. The naysayers. That's not really disadvantages. That's just point out people who bitch about it. The fate worse than death. Other bodily changes. Obesity. That's why there's such an obesity problem in America. People's dicks are just getting chopped off. Like when the doctor does a circumcision, they chop off more than necessary. And it just happens to happen to a lot of Americans. Irritability. What did it say about irritability and like stops aggression or something? Irritability and stress. High-pitched voice. I should also I should point out here that I do still have my cock and balls. Nothing's missing here. Oh dear God. 14 ratings. Oh, oh, good lord. The sex offenses and their treat. This dude has to be a serial killer. Oh my god. That is a Keebler elf come to life. Okay, we're closing this down. How to make a towel monkey and other cruise ship favorites. I mean, this one seems fine. And then you get to this cover. This is like baby's first MS Paint. It's just like... Oh, there's so much Comic Sans. Graphic design is my passion. The Great Book of Florida. I would probably actually get a book just telling me all the weird shit that came out of Florida if I couldn't just, you know, Google it myself. I should probably clear my history after this. Don't Sit on the Baby, the ultimate guide to sane, skilled, and safe babysitting. Dances with Cats. From the creators of the international bestseller, Why Cats Paint. Better Never to Have Been. The Harm of Coming into Existence. I don't need to spend $32.25 on a book about this. I think I can go into my own thoughts and get the same thing for free. The Beginner's Guide to Sex in the Afterlife. The Amazon book review. Yeah, you can pay for the digital version for $10, or you can pay almost $1,000 for the physical thing. Okay. This is tantric orgasm. Okay, this is as far as we're going in this. Page flip not enabled. Oh, I thought it was like they disabled the animation. 192 pages. There is no a preview for this. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. The Beginner's Guide to Sex in the Afterlife is the follow-up to David Stamoon's quirky and popular Beginner's Guide for the recently deceased. It assumes, as did the first book, that the reader is dead, and it takes the reader on a tour of the subject. Again, I would assume this is satire, had it not been in Religion and Spirituality, Occult and Paranormal. Oh, Crystals for Beginners. Oh, humanity's doomed. Green Witchcraft. The Spellbook for New Witches. This is proof that there is something wrong with our public schooling system where people are graduating and this shit is still happening. Oh yeah, we found like milk. Amazon 6-pack. Honey, I don't care right now. I don't want to buy this. 16 fluid ounces? 6-pack. Oh, it's a 6-pack. 16. So that means it's $16 a bottle for Camel Milk. Okay. I thought this was something a lot weirder. And... okay. That's there. Oh, I love the creepiness of stock images. I don't know why it has to be like that, but whatever. That's more normal than expected. Eating people is wrong. The funniest book I've read this year, Daily Telegraph. I need more context to figure out what this thing is. Why did you take this course? Okay, so it's a satire book. Good. Toilet paper origami. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's a rose. I thought that was like a used condom. What can you make with toilet paper while taking a dump? Crowning Glory. Braid. Heart in a sleeve. Banner on the bias. Point. Nature's vase. I want to put plants in there because you would have to water them. And you know, toilet paper and water just falls apart. Why would someone do this and not just use regular paper? Just use regular paper. Toilet paper crafts. Napkin folding. Again, if you want to use napkins or something, that's fine. Toilet paper is an entirely different animal, but just for the most part, use regular paper. Sunbeams may be extracted from cucumbers, but the process is tedious. An oration pronounced on the 4th of July, 1799, at the request of the citizens of New Haven. That's a title, if I've ever seen one. Social sciences. Why is the title so long? Why is it so specific? It's 34 pages? Oh, and I thought college textbooks were a scam. Oh, this is a whole nother level. Knowledge and determination to preserve the revolution. Digitization of epic proportions to preserve the... Yeah, so this is just digitized stuff. What does this have to do with extracting cucumbers? This was published in the 90s, wasn't it? People who don't know they're dead. That's a new one. Practical Guide to Racism. I think you can look on, you know, Fox News. Cancer is not a disease, it's a healing mechanism. Excuse the fuck me. Number games. 9/11 to the coronavirus. Are you saying that 9/11 caused the coronavirus? Or the coronavirus did 9/11? Oh, we're getting to the weird shit now. Anybody can be cool. 1988. Almost. Almost the 90s. Can we not even preview? Nope. Just discover what God is. Oh no, it's a religious one. Oh, it's 10 times worse than I probably already thought it would be. Oh. Be strong to stand up from the constant lies from Satan regarding inferiority, lack of self-acceptance, and peer pressure. Lack of self-acceptance and regarding inferiority from the people who want to electrocute the gays. The Depression Workbook for Teens. That sounds like a workbook that gives you depression, rather than helps you through it. What the fuck is this? Listen, I know I can't draw for shit, but at no point did I try to submit my shitty drawings I made in such art to a professional publishing house. Oh dear. People who don't know they're called them paranormal. Oh, not again! Tells the story of how his Uncle Wally and Ruth Wally's sister came to counsel dead spirits that took up in bodies that did T belong to them. And in telling, he'll elucidates much of what he knew. Oh, so it's just someone blabbing about nonsense. So it's not about actual people who didn't know they're dead. Let's see what this is. Save on one when you buy two. Why would you want to buy one of these, let alone two of these? Bodies. I'll attempt it. Cell congestion and toxins. Oh, you know when they say the word toxins. We're hitting the pseudoscience zone. This book confronts you with a radically new understanding of cancer, one that revolutionizes the current cancer model. What do you mean, current cancer model? And also, why this? Because here's the thing. Cancer kills people. Things that kill you, that go on inside your body, are usually called diseases. Oh, God. Putting out or burning cancerous cells often provide most patients a remission rate of mere 7%. I don't know much about that number, but I know enough about this to call it most likely bullshit. Like, this thing stinks. Art and photography. Architecture. Oh, you know, it's also good when it's under the wrong category. I can only imagine this is under architecture because this has gotten taken down in the past somehow. Because someone at Amazon actually had to do their fucking job and moderate their bookstore. Shows you why traditional cancer treatments and even cancer diagnoses are often fatal. Cancer diagnoses are often fatal. Yeah, it's because you get diagnosed with cancer! And you can remove obstacles that prevent the body from healing itself. Is it gonna be stick, rocks up your asshole? And drink, Gwyneth Paltrow's, vagina splooge? See the reviews. Urology, shiatsu, vibrational medicine. There we go! There we go! Born in Southwest Germany, and is this during World War II? Is this where the incident happened, or am I thinking of some other time? It's funny that we know a lot of things about World War II, but we always forget when it started and ended. Okay. Okay, this is... Wait, this isn't... Diagnostic science of eye interpretation. By 20... Yeah, that's because there's not much to complete. The amazing liver and gallbladder flush. Heart disease, no more. Diabetes, no more. Ending the AIDS myth. Healing yourself with sunlight. Oh no, he's also and I should have expected that. I should have expected that. Why was I surprised that I read that for a second? Oh no. Oh, this is wrong on so many levels. How much... Is this dude even alive? There's no way this dude is alive. It looks like he can never close his mouth. His mouth... Nope, he can close his mouth. And when he does, it's like he's staring straight at you, like he's gonna kill you. Oh, another good old graphic design is my passion. Oh, yeah, I opened this. There's not much to say about this. Apparently, it's like a tongue that you use to brush your cat. Amazon's choice. So Jeff Bezos does this to his cats. Even the cat's just like... Make this fucking end. So yeah, just that's something for people who didn't know that was the dinosaur taco holder. Now we're getting from weird to useless. We're getting to like banana and pickle holders and calendars of people's dogs taking the shit. It's the #1 bestseller in dog calendars. Out of all the dog calendars there are, why is the one of dogs taking a shit at the #1 spot? Toilet bowl mug. Urinal shot glasses. Those don't sound like completely horrible purchases. Same time, it's weird. Fake tortilla warmer. That's actually somewhat useful. Because warm tortillas are a lot more foldable than cold ones. Pizza blanket. AKA, we just Googled, pizza, got the texture, ripped the texture, and just let it go. Let's see what's in here. Oh, we can't even look inside. Oh no. My Little Pony fans would masturbate to that. I think I am pretty sure I found this on stream a few years ago and even made that exact same joke. How to live with a huge penis. Advice, medications, and wisdom for men who have too much. Oh, we're back on it. Everything I know about women, I learned from my tractor. Did I? Okay, I opened how to poo on a date. Roast beef sandwich bath soak. Okay. Don't bend over in the garden, Granny. You know them taters got eyes. What? Cooking with semen. Nope, I'm not. I'm not reading. There's multiple semen cookbooks. Why? I like the fact that I had to click through 2 pages of that. How to avoid huge ships. $900. 50 chicken recipes. Oh no. Some of these were difficult to masturbate to, but not impossible. Great experience, great value. Humor and entertainment. Humor is... Okay, so it's a joke book. I thought this was like one of those actual... Okay, so it's just a shit post book. Shit post book. We're looking for all the legitimately weird shit. Roast beef sandwich bath soak. $15. Amazon's choice. So Jeff Bezos likes to bathe in roast beef smell. Scent fig. Fig. Yeah, I don't remember figs in this. Just oh my god. My brain. Yodeling pickle. There it is. There's the good old yodeling pickle. If this is an Amazon's choice, what isn't an Amazon's choice? I don't know what that says. But I'm gonna look at cheese printer. Okay. I kind of question what the purpose of this is because cheese goes in between the sandwich. So once you print it on the cheese, no one's going to see the image because it will be between other layers of the sandwich. Unless you're weird and the outer layers of your sandwich are the cheese. Earthworm jerky, I can believe that. Washed away last night. What's that one smell like? Life with a fat pussy. Oh, it's about cats, thank God. Bacon scented mustache. You never go for the fake bacon stuff. It tastes and smells horrendous. Tiger Balm red extra strength pain relieving ointment. No wacky smells there? And Shart wipes. It's just wet wipes, but it says Shart on it. Your face on a real potato. As seen on Shark Tank, why? Deep tissue massage. We know what this is really used for. We know what this is really used for. Sore muscle stiffness, salacia, back pain. Yeah, it's not going to be used for any of those 4 things. I can tell you that much. Oh, Lexter's Fixins. That's bringing up some repressed memories. Not that I ever tried, I just forgot those existed. I'm gonna bring this up, see what the reviews are. I mean, it's obvious for pussy. I mean, they don't manage what people are actually going to use it for. Or in the images. But let's scroll down to the reviews. Similar products. Okay, more vibrators. A knife. There's no dildos in this recommended product. A VGA to HDMI adapter. How did that get in there? Remote control cars. More vibrators. That aren't really called vibrators. Okay, there's nothing weird. There's no pussies or dildos. We're good. Can it be used as a birthday gift? It's weird. Hard or awkward to use on lower back. Oh, you're not using it on your lower back. You're using it on your lower front. Don't try to fool me. We shall see. Karen B. Oh no. Reviews are for Bluetooth headphones, not a massager. I don't know what's down there. They look phallic. Hang on. Oh, they're facial rollers. We're good. Not dildos. See? It's facial rollers. We're good. Inspired by your browsing history. Oh, this is ruined now. This is ruined. Oh, I've seen some of these already. I think I pulled up a few of these last night. What was this? It wasn't old lady. Okay, it was like Who Swallowed the Fly, but they swapped out a few words. The Evoker. Comics and graphic novels, literary. That's uber specific. And why is most of it about Minecraft? What's in free? Let's get back to this. Get back to this. Oh yeah, bath salts. Nothing weird in here yet. Where's the part where you can drench yourself in the smell of steak sauce? 1 second. Why is the Blu-ray cheaper than the DVD? That's a little ass backwards. Blu-ray Steelbook. Good. Just a little bit of personal shopping or browsing. Maybe this will help get my recommendations back on track. I've been looking for shit like this. None of it's new, is it? 40% off. It's just cheaper to get the bundle then. Ooh. Season 1. For suspenseful music plays. Is that extension doing something like that? Used acceptable. Digital copy not included. You wouldn't say from something that was using the OG Cartoon Network logo that a digital copy isn't included. Dealing with geniuses here. Maybe. Might get that. New from 91. Jesus Christ. Anyways, back to this. Back to this. No more nice stuff. No more thoughts of nice stuff. Back to shitty stretched out JPEG of beaver bath. A clean beaver gets more what? Oh no. This makes you smell like a beaver? Woman naughty gag gifts. Bachelorette party favors. For like straight lesbian orgies? What would a beaver smell like? Well, we know their assholes smell like vanilla from previous streams. We know that much. Beaver for every occasion. Blowjob bib. That's okay. We're shutting this tab down. Shutting that one down. Wash away last night. Is this like an anti-cum smell? Soak. Beaver bath. Okay, we're into cum accessories. We're we're into douche bags, dildos, and vibrators. I may have permanently corrupted my Amazon cookies. Oh god, I forgot about this. This is our top pick. I highly doubt it is. 100% authentic taste. I think you have a different definition of authentic here, Lester. Kind of looks like Colin Robinson from What We Do in the Shadows. Who drinks like this? Who drinks like this? You're gonna spill it all over your face if you try to do it like this. Honestly, if you were to just move it over here, it looks like he would be drinking a bottle of piss. A la Bear Grylls. Oh my god. Grass soda. Crickets. Dirt so... If you're that hungry for dirt, just go eat dirt at that rate. Or go eat grass. Just do that. Just wash it. Japanese soda. That's more normal. Bean Boozled. Oh god, that's shit. Mac and cheese candy. Just actually make mac and cheese! You don't need mac and cheese as candy! Why have, like, the shitty version of mac and cheese when you can have real mac and cheese? Soda. Morty, I'm a soda. That's the worst Rick voice. I don't even know the poop blacklight soda. Totally gross kitty piddle. That one's Jeffrey Epstein's favorite. Giant gummy pickle. Are these sodas decaf? I don't think that's, like, the thing you should be worried about here. There should be a law. Yes. There should be a law against this. Fat 19. Oh, they're the people who make, like, those giant gummy bears. They bought out Lester's Fixins. Why would you want to own that? Listen, I understand buying out, like, novelty items like giant gummy cheeseburgers and stuff, but when you buy out Lester's Fixins, you've lost me. Giant gummy watermelon, that actually sounds... That might be licensed because VAT 19 is an actual legitimate company. I've seen these. Positive energy. Again, it's mostly just a novelty store. I mean, that ended up surprisingly normal in the end. Let's see. Don't bend over in the garden. Granny, you know them taters got eyes. The time Louis Gizzard has gone and done it. Written a book about sex. As seen through his bespectacled, iconic squint. He tells us why junior leaguers don't do it in groups, why Baptists don't do it standing up, and why Richard Nixon never did it among us. Why? Who is... I thought this was a book about gardening. Author of When My Love Returns from the Ladies' Room. Will I be too old to kiss? Is this another satire book? Essays Incomprehensive. There's a non... It's 50-50. Is that it, right? A book about sex and its awesome effect. Dot the Roof talks funny. I can't make out what she's saying half the time. Let's see. Why does that have to do? What does this have to... Is this more clickbait? What is this about? Sex books historically... Oh, that's why. That's why. Because people are horny morons. Chili dogs always bark at night. I haven't understood anything since 1962 and other naked truths. That's just that's just boomer. That's just being a boomer. Anything new in here? If love were oil, I would... Okay, it's just more Lewis Gizzard. More Lewis Gizzard. Jesus. If I ever get back from Georgia, I'm gonna nail my feet to the ground. Is that somehow a sex metaphor? And... Oh dear God. Oh no. I'm concerned now. History Americas. Writing job. Is this person okay? Elvis is dead, and I don't feel so good myself. Does this person do cocaine for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? This is... Beloved homeland. Humorist. Okay, the fact that it says humorist now, that clears up a lot, and I'm in a very bad rabbit hole now. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we know where this one is going to go. Yeah. Okay, Walmart Atlas. That's another Lewis Gizzard bird. Anyways, we're into the definitely contains stolen, memes. Walmart Atlas is a... Sam's Club. This is an actual thing about... Oh no. Why is... I thought this was like a People of Walmart book. Where it contains, like, images... Because you ever heard of, like, People of Walmart? Where it's, like, just an image site of people finding other people being fucking weird, like, trashy people at Walmart. I thought it was one of those. RVer's Guide to Dump Stations. Why? 2014, we had Google Maps for, like, so many years by then. Why? The next exit, 2020. Most complete guide of U.S. interstate highway exit services ever print. There's signs on the road for this! Made in 2020? Oh, that's like double bad. Because no one was going out during 2020. People got double fucked. Oh my god. Again, why? Is Google Maps just not a thing for some people? Walmart locate. Why do you need this? Now includes overnight RV parking information. Why are there so many Walmart atlases? Rest area guide. Is this the person who reviews rest areas? No, it's just a list of rest areas. Why is this happening? Okay, one more tab and we're done with this. I'm kidding. I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm gonna throw something the more I read this. How to poo on a date. The Lover's Guide to Toilet Etiquette. I like how barely any of these that I've seen have the ability to look inside for a preview. It's another humor book. I'm guessing it's mostly useless information. it's mostly useless information. Whatever. We done here? We done with this session of Amazon dumpster diving? We are. Well, that was an hour and 2 minutes of, bizarre bullshit. Okay, we're only gonna have, like, 1 hour for actual, game browsing. Okay. Here's my plan. Can I show my Steam client on this computer? No, I cannot. Can I show... That's not how... Okay. So, I can't show you this because of the way my graphics cards work, but I do have a section of random games. I was just like, I don't really know what this is, but I'll download it, I'll play it on stream just to take a peek at it. Because I don't really know what I'm getting into here. These aren't like platformers or anything I would really be familiar with. Except for one. But I'm doing one of these because, well, I mean, you'll see when I get to it. But anyways, let me just update the category here. This first one, I don't know if we're going to get to multiple games tonight, but until I get through Assassin's Creed Origins, I think we're going to just, skim through, fucking Steam Bunk. This first one's called The Case of Distrust. Not sure what it is. It's not anime visual novel, so we don't need to worry about boobies. But it might involve a lot of reading. I don't know, maybe a visual novel is not something I need to read tonight, because I think my taste for literacy has been thoroughly ruined right for now. Oh, it's about murder. Yeah, I see why it's called a taste or case, I forget which. Because, I mean, it's hard to trust people when there's a murder. Because anyone could be the murderer. Even the body, because suicide is the thing. Oh, this mouse sensitivity is uber low. Now, erase save progress, yes. I wonder if it's one of those games where it really goes all in to make sure that you don't do something stupid. Oh, that's it? Because sometimes, like, there's some games that go so hard into making sure. At least it kept my mouse sensitivity. Text size? I'll turn it up if people request it. Anyways, let's see what this is. I awoke in my desk chair. Is it gonna say then she walked in? What the hell? Looking does... Oh! Across from me were his piercing amber eyes. Oh, so it's a gay one. I mean, well, it is Pride Month. I mean... It will probably be the least embarrassing thing that has come out of Pride Month for years. I mean, wasn't there, like, the Pride account? Like, the Pride Twitter account made it so it was, like, sending pride to everyone below this tweet, and it looked like a dude was shoving the pride flag off of a skyscraper. And then they're just like, we made an updated pride flag to include other racial issues, and it looked like a bunch of stripes and everyone hated it, including people in the LGBT community. Like, everyone thought it was the worst thing. Noonie B there. I stretched and said, mid-yawn, not very nice to sleep, sneak. Good! Good, I have to read out loud. One of the things... I already can barely speak, but now I have to speak words that I'm reading out loud. It's not that I'm illiterate, it's just... my mouth likes to break down on me. Not very nice to sneak into a sleeping woman's... Oh, so it's a role reversal. Okay. But the stare just continued. I laughed at his glare. I cursed the open window. Damn you, open window! Of course, that's how we entered. Hope to finally meet... Yeah, you don't laugh while making eye contact. That might be a little uncomfortable. Also, why are those the only two options? Even if you know he would be there, my first reaction would be to pepper spray him. I knew I didn't... Whoa. I knew I didn't have... Oh, this is gonna be hard to read. Have what he wanted. Reaching into my coat, I took out my knife and flicked it open. I gave him the knife. I held the knife steady. I don't know who this person is. The main character clearly knows who this person is. I'm just gonna assume this is some random creep who's broken into my apartment, so I'm just gonna hold the knife right now. I knew I didn't have what he wanted. Reaching into my coat, I took out my knife and flicked it open. Is this like Bring Us the Girl and Wipe Away the Debt situation right here? But with less parallel dimensions and weirdness? Held the knife steadily while staring back at him. Look, I said, nodding towards the desk. That's all there is. Take it or leave it. But a detective knows when she's beat. I knew it then. He wanted to search the place, and that's what he would do. I sighed weakness for his type. Alright, I said, let's look. He let a gleeful meow in victory. Oh, it's a cat. I've been bamboozled. We almost stabbed a cat today. Is this one of those things where the writer's a little pretentious where it's like, aha, see? You thought it was a person the whole time, but it was just pussy. Oh, please, I don't know, maybe, even though I played like Heavy Rain months ago, maybe that is just still poison my brain. And the fact that I still have Beyond Two Souls on my desk here, haunting me, like, play me, jackass. Maybe that's not helping either. The cat often dropped by to scavenge. He made a lot of noise when he thought I was holding out on him, but right now the place was clean empty, no food. I had to prove it to him. Yeah, let's look under the lamp. That's where we keep food, in the lamp. We go into the kitchen. Drawer. Bird. What is this, paper? I'm not gonna feed him paper. Hell's this? Packaged cigarettes were the latest trend. Yeah, don't do that. The cat had waltzed into my apartment a few years earlier. He kept coming back, but there was rarely a morsel to eat. He continued his loud meowing until I proved to him the place was empty of food. Talk. No matter how doe-eyed you are, cutie pie, I've got no food around, I told him. He licked his chops and he looked at me. I like how I can contradict a fucking cat. So I think we need to find food or a lack of food first. So maybe we go digging in the trash for an empty can of beans. Taking copies from old murder cases from the SFPD records when I'd left. I loved reading through them, though my contributions were minimal. That's either the sign of someone who enjoys true crime, an actual female detective, or someone who likes to masturbate to serial killers. Lamp had belonged to my Uncle Louis. He'd been an SFPD officer, one who argued policewomen could be good detectives, evil while others jeered at me. Oh, so they ripped off Zootopia. Knew he'd been right, but my current workload didn't help that claim. I thought about Louis. Yeah, we maybe get more backstory on that. Thought about Louis more often than I wanted. I was lousy at... Kinda nice to get some more character development about that. Kept a small statue underneath the side table. It had been police evidence and crime, and its owner hadn't wanted it back, so I took a shine to... Okay. Got more garbage. Newspaper. Red menace sweeping Russia. Oh, it's a bad idea to be talking so much right now. I'm gonna need to refill my water glass. My old notebook, now filled to the brim. I wrote everything down. First half of my old case, second half of my current. First half had my old case, the details from the beach when I used to walk in my... At least one were forbidden from going on patrol. My old notebook. Can we not read the other half? Really? Regular white icebox, tinged yellow with age, half blocked in the kitchen hallway. My income rarely kept much stocked in it. Right now it was empty. So how do we get the cat over there? The door to the outside world. If I left now, the cat would start wailing so loud he complains from the neighbors. The goals. Show the cat there's no food. Evidence. Paper stock desk lamp. Oh, okay. So everything you click on gets added to an evidence log. I will say, I am liking these stylish animations. I do like a game with a bit of unique style. Statements. There we go. Regular white icebox. Okay, used to contradict. Was this almost kind of like Phoenix Wright? Open the icebox so the cat could see inside. Empty, I told him. The cat looked quizzically at the open door, then back at me. Sorry, fella, there's no grub in there for me either. He stared at me with my eyes as disappointed as I felt. The big yellows always got to my soul. Mr. Parents, but never mind. I don't... Is this like one of those Telltale things where it's like, it will, matter in the story, kind of? I don't know. Maybe learn more about sister, because the parents might be dead? Or like one of her dad was an officer, right? Sister Muriel. Oh! She got married to Eustace and lives with a purple dog with a giant fucking hole in his teeth. Sent a letter of an update of her life in Chicago. That's not canon. Maybe this is a prequel to Courage the Cowardly Dog. She and her husband has just purchased a new home outside the... Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is a prequel. Their 3 young children were looking forward to the move. So maybe it is a prequel, because they never said if they had kids. They might have, but they might have all moved out, because they were fucking old. Letters keep me going. Told Muriel, but those letters kept me going. Hearing about my family, however remote, helped me cope with the isolation I was feeling. That aged well! When did this game come out? When did this come out? 2018! Super aged well! Jesus! I used to accept it myself back then. Perhaps Muriel known anyway. My sister had ordinary lifestyle that I rejected. I wanted to just save myself. Save myself from the monotony of traditional marriage. Proof that woman could do more than her child-rearing duty. Not that I was hoping to advance that cause with the types of cases coming my way. All of the cases involved, why won't my husband's semen work? Or, why is my cooter hitting menopause so early in life? And then I'd say, I'm not that kind of detective. You'll need a medical detective for that. Unfortunately, coochie medical detectives won't be a thing for a few years because apparently, according to the Steam description, this is 1927. My mind spiraled into the usual series of questions. Had I ever even impacted the women's movement? Ever made change on society at all? That's what I think of every day, but just more existentialism over about my own life. What was the point in the life I had chosen? To bring your chase your sadness away with cute pets. That's the point. Immediately banging on the front door. Beyond a nuisance, this cat was psychic too. You order out? I asked him. The doorway was the regrettably familiar face of Connor Green. I stared at him. I looked past him. His company churned my stomach. Stared, because I don't know this guy. Stared at him, a higher hand for whoever needed a job done. The Green snitched whenever he was put in a squeeze. Working the beats I remembered all too well. Why do people keep hiring him then? Remarkably, the underground had been blind to it, but Green wasn't particularly assiduous. Yes. I was certain it was the criminal ranks would eventually plug him. Looked at me through the doorway with a coy smile. Well, aren't you gonna invite me inside? He might have information, or is this like a fuck thing? Like, Fat Yoshi sent you a fuck request. We don't have enough backstory to make these kind of decisions. I guess we'll hear him out. We can always just kick him in the balls if he does something creepy. Let him through the door before closing it. Hey now, he said, looking through my apartment. Less clutter might turn off some customers. Maybe not me. Okay, now's the time to kick him in the balls. That was his angle. Hire me as a detective. Oh, I thought it was like a turn-on thing, like it might turn some customers off, but it turns me on. And he pulls out his, like, massive cock, and out flops his copy of How to Cope with Having a Huge Dick that he got off of Amazon, and then time traveled back into the past with it. I'll make this quick. I can't take this to the hog house or the pigs will laugh me out. All the other dicks just aren't as tempting. His grin widened. Thought this was going to be quick, I said. Started rolling a cigarette. It wasn't quick. I already rolled and lighted a second smoke when Green finally finished his story. I know the important bits in my book. Started with the letter slipped under his door in a white envelope. The envelope contained a single typewritten leaf, which he handed to me. It read, "End your game or we'll end you." Okay. I would Alt F4, but I don't know if this game has an autosave. Had no signature instead, ending with only a small scribble at the bottom right corner that resembled a black hand. Green had a lead on a new rum-running scheme. A connection from Vancouver. He'd given a sample to Tiny Paul, the gangster who ran the Tin Spoon speakeasy for mob boss Jerry Feary. Oh, I'm down and driving speakeasies! Right here! Ow. Well, I need a definite water break. Green surmised the letter was all about his running. Suspected Redstone Stable, another bootlegger, of sending the letter. He told me that stable ran a barbershop during the day and gave me the address. Green needed to know who the threat was from. He'd get Paul's gang to deal with them and continue his scheme to get rich. If I go snooping myself, he concluded. Folks see I'm not trusting people. No trust leads to no customers. I need to play it low-key, which is where you come in. Raised an eyebrow and stared at him through the cigarette smoke. Something in his yarn was still twisted. Must have noticed my... Rick did, so he said, you know, I work closely with Lewis. He wanted to protect me as much as any other victim. Lewis put me on the first, except... Well, I am a detective, so I guess that has something to do with it. Still searching for answers after his death. Been a man obsessed with helping victims and bringing justice to those beyond salvation. With that ethos, I never understood how he could have taken his own life. These thoughts haunted me. Would have been nice to know that before I clicked it. I quit the SFP day and started my own practice taking his philosophy. Was Green worth my time? Would he be worth Lewis's? Green tipped off my uncle in a few cases. Wonder if that was enough to warrant my protection. He's been doing this for that long. Oh. At that point, it's the mob boss's fault for when they keep hiring him. I mean, when you're hiring gangsters, you don't want them to have a resume probably more than 1 page long that lists their previous employment. I think, past my headache, he threw a bill on my lap. Keep the C note as a retainer and don't worry about getting in touch. I'll find you later for a chat. Walked out the front door and I let him go. He was willing to give me a few $100 with no commitment. Couldn't stop him. Turned back to the apartment, still confused about the whole story. My headache wasn't helping either. Whenever I lacked clarity, a trip to the Southern Coffee was usually the cure. Mounted a gold plate on the outside that read, PC Malone, Private Investigator. Oh, she's not a console player. Only one place I need to go to clear my head. Southern Coffee. Southern Coffee was a basement dive. Wasn't modern, hip, or ever busy, and some of my favorite places downtown to some paint, especially in the company of the best bartender in the city. Gave my address and slouched in the back seat of the taxi cab. Thought a good way to pass the journey might be to chat with the driver. Okay. The world's first obnoxious Uber passenger. As I glanced towards the driver, I spotted a strange device attached to his windshield. A rectangular mirror, about 3 inches tall, 7 inches wide, was held by a metal bracket. When did it take for rear view mirrors to be invented? I like how that's not in the drawing. Was windshield, or is it that? It's gotta be that right there. Wanted small talk? We know what a rear view mirror is from the future. Let the mirror drop and bantered with him until we arrived at my destination. Southern Coffee was the Automat Diner. Ethel Burgess, the lone wait was friendly to help with any inquiry, of course. If you winked at her right, she'd show you the way to the downstairs toilet, where Frankie played bathroom attendant. Southern Coffee had the distinct feeling of home. The familiar smell of molding in the old basement was enough to put an old grin on my face. Frankie had a bond with that old shaker at the end of the bar. Surprised he hadn't named it. He could only sling a mean drink, though he'd only use the good liquor if he liked to. Frankie liked me. He liked her so much that he licked her. Because liquor. Get it? Get the funny joke. Grabbed the wine bottle in the bar and examined its label. It featured a picture of grapes and the words sacramental use only. The sacramental means does that you use it in goat sacrifices? Oh, I got that confused with Sacramento, California. Yeah, that is when you use it in like religious things, like goat sacrifices, I guess. Nah. I also don't like the taste of wine. Why couldn't I go back to the menu? Shook my head too much. He scoffed and grabbed the bottle from me, turning it in his hands. Suppose you only like that bootleg paint. Oh, the drinking like Mario 7 Granddad booze? Have you know that rabbis charge more than a nickel for this beauty? Only this type of Napa wine is made from that Zinfandel grape. Has a unique aroma. I'm trying to learn more about the wine. Seemed everyone knew their stuff about me. I know that what Frankie had said about the origin of the grape. Sat behind the bottle of the bar. I have to play this.
You kids look like you could use a delicious fruity beverage!
Who are you?
Might I suggest Fizzy Pop's Grape Blast? The new soda from Johnson & Hedges.
Open wide, kids, because I've got to grape you in the mouth!
That's all I can think of. Since when do you know about grapes? Play it again.
The mouth!
Johnson & Hedges.
Open wide, kids, because I've got to grape you in the mouth!
Frankie let out Billy the— oh no! Some of these grapes are older than you, Malone. Though I prefer the younger ones. I've known about them since I was a small tot. That's why I'm so good at my job, you know. I was graped in the mouth, too. And that's how it's passed on. The mantle of grape. I need to stop. Catherine, if you're watching, you contributed to me knowing about this. I think. Someone in the Nerd Corner introduced me to this. And it wasn't me who knew about that beforehand. Too bad more folks can't taste them. That woman's league is the devil. The woman's Christian temperance. Aren't you done with the sauce? Oh, Prohibition. I forgot that happened in the 20s. Was now under feminist France. Yeah, positive force for the subversive movement, but staunch support. Yeah, they were jackasses. Political clout. Was the word clout even used back then? That mustache isn't helping with the rapist. Take a seat, I'll make you something else. He was a big fellow, was a decent pitcher, he's infant. Why is this? Pitcher? Is this backstory about the characters? Well, no, I had to choose between 3 options for that. Born as a catcher's mitt. Suppose my exhaustion showed. I won a few $100 for nothing, I can't let it go. About the case. Writing a letter sent to Connor Green how he assumed it was all related to his bootlegging. The suspicion of Redstone Stable. The story took longer than I wanted. Frankie showing genuine interest by asking many questions while I finished the whiskey sour. He'd been stirring, took a large gulp, and gave me a sigh as thanks. Well, Green's case is better than most of what you're given, he said with some enthusiasm. At least it's not more of that adultery bunk. Sure, I replied, but then I started with a goal in mind. What's the point of helping a man like Green? Frankie clicked his tongue on his teeth. Lawyer, priest, why does it matter? Let me ask you, are the clients you have now the types you want to help? I refuse to admit. I admitted they weren't. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about past cases. Again, the problem with this game so far is that some of these dialogue choices would require knowledge that I don't have. Or maybe I should just, I don't know. Again, I'm pretty sure most of these dialogue choices don't matter. So, if I can't decide, I'm just probably gonna roll a d20 or something. I refuse to admit that they weren't. I like my current clients just fine. You're always riled up, backed into a corner alone. You don't have to fool me as long as you're alright fooling yourself. I started and just down my drink. My days was interrupted by the basement door opening, then slamming shut. Small bickering woman began marching towards me. Oh, it's Karen! She looked younger than... Again, these ... don't help either. Looked younger than 25, was few inches shorter than my 5'6". I thought her gray trench coat was too large for that small frame, which is exactly what I realized. It's actually like that one that had belonged to Lewis. Was that her dead dad? She hurled insults at me a while. All I could do was sit there and take it until she ran out of gas and started breathing heavily. Drinked in the bar. I studied her features. I turned away. Might as well say hello, I guess, if you... I forget who Lewis is. Is that the cat or, like, the dad? You are the flame returned to what rise. I'm the wife of that bum who sneaks into your bed. The cat? Where did you get that coat? Yeah, that's a good question. My husband gave it to me. Look, don't change the subject, you floozy. I saw him leave your sty this morning. She was Connor Green's wife? Okay. So wait, so maybe he's not turned on by it. This is great. I'm a PI, not a homewrecker. I don't think that's your husband in his line of business. Wouldn't want to bet a dick anyhow. He's straight. He's not bi or gay. The look was impure credibility. A woman in that line of work? Prove it. Let's see. Do we have statements? Has a new bootlegging scheme, got a threatening letter. Do we have like a contact card? Green's letter, icebox, notebook, newspaper. Can I preview? Oh, thank God. Statue, ashtray, papers. SF. This should work, right? If this doesn't work, I'll be a little miffed. This is great. I have a giant stack of cases, each one of them separate crime, covering the many cities across the country. I went into great detail of the logs, especially some of the more famous capers. I studied them because that's my job. Still took more coaxing for her to believe me, but eventually she came around. She seemed grateful I explained it to her. How many papers did I have stored on me? How would I produce my icebox as evidence, by the way? Like, if I selected icebox A, what would the game do about that? B. How would I show that? Would I say, Mrs., I have an icebox at home. Therefore you know I'm a detective. Or am I carrying an icebox around with me? Which one of these situations is it? Is this one of those, TARDIS inventories? Or you talk about things? A la Morrowind dialogue trees. Ugh, I need some water. Apparently, she had seen her husband leave my apartment in distraught. She had followed me all the way to Frankie's basement and decided to confront me. Suppose I lost my head after what I thought I'd seen, she said, and she began to cry. Frankie, ever chivalrous to a dimpled girl, came around the bar and held her up. Now that's alright, Miss Green. Why don't I hail you a cab and send you back home? She agreed, and they walked together up the stairs. Frankie returned. I said to him, you turned tonight real quick. He snorted a laugh. Oh hell, we can't have that siren in here with a torture yelling like that. Every street bugger would have to come to our rescue. Damn you, Twitch! Damn you for banning one of the words that would make an actual joke here! Actually, we can do the next best thing here. Let's see, I think I have a squirrel on my pants emote. It's for moments like this, and for like tier 3, ha ha ha. It's the squirrels in my pants tier. Miss Green was a torch slinger. I learned she was Mrs. Connor Green just now. She came in here. I only seen her as Little Fanny, singing lead for the jazz band at the Tin Spoon. The Tin Spoon? Tiny Paul's joint? Is that where I see Green is selling his liquor? Say, do you think that's where she met her husband? Real sleuth, Frankie. He made a sarcastic bow. My lady. I shook my head. You're telling me you escorted our little torture out just to avoid a bit of hot water? What are you talking about, Malone? It's never good with emotions, but it was plain that Frankie had instantly fallen for the girl. Well, he wants to stick his dick in everything. So, what if I had more to squeeze out of her? What could you possibly want from little Fanny? Do with Green's mess? Evidence. Oh yeah, she could have evidence if he's like... I mean, there's a bunch of these that could work. Well, he knows that already. So it's either this one or this one. Well, it doesn't have Green's name on it. Suspects the... Let's try this. How does that prove she knows anything? Okay. So it's just shots in the dark, kind of. I mean, she works at the same place. Wouldn't she have information? Oh god, this is annoying. Following her husband. There we go. Or am I misunderstanding things again? All this bootlegging. Statement. Singer at the Tin Spoon. New bootlegging. Tiny Paul. Tiny Spoon. It's probably the same place. That was my connection, but I guess that works too if she's following him. Maybe know about all the weird shit. I mean, I don't know. I guess that probably makes more sense. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to, I'm not sure. I still think I'm right, but feel free to tell me how I could be wrong about that. Miss Green followed her husband to my place. Why would she do that? You see, if you were Green's wife, wouldn't you trust him? Or did I hit the wrong choice? It's hard to tell. Maybe I should just stop thinking so much about this and just enjoy this. Just enjoy the story and the style. What just happened seemed like quite the ruckus. It seems like my cue to move along. Oh, I actually have to exit. From the register, draw so fierce. Nope. Anything else we can talk about? Ask about notes. Have anything to ask about? Okay. Heading up the stairs when Frankie called after me, so what are you gonna do? I've been thinking about little Fanny, about my sister. More about the case, probably. Little Fanny was supposed to even mobsters had people who cared about them. I'm wearing Lewis's old jacket, so perhaps Green and Lewis would have been closer than I realized. Guess I'll take Connor Green's bait, I replied. Got nothing better on the stove and he might need the help. Something still stinks, though. Well, what's your plan, Frankie asked. I have 3 goals right now. Do I have to pick the goals? Oh, thank God it gives me them. Find the guy who wrote the letter, that's the basic part. I didn't show him the letter. Or maybe I did. And when I was trying to contradict. I have to learn about them. Who is this guy? Dig into his past and how he's got a connection. Sounds alright, he replied. So where are you off to? 3 leads, that bootlicker stable who Green claims sent him the letter. The Tin Spoon Lounge, where I might learn more about Mr. Green's rum running schemes, and Mrs. Green, who could give me more dirt on her husband. Frankie nodded his approval. Well, if you're ever stuck, come back. Okay, he's a hint dispenser. Okay. Where to go next? How about to the save? Oh, there's only save and exit. How long is this game? And how linear is it? And how much water do I need? The answer is at least a glass more because all this talking's got me thirsty. So I'm gonna let you guys enjoy it. Did the auto moderator only kick in on my fucking phone and not on my desktop? When was this sent? When was this message sent? Might have been while I was still setting up stream. Fucking ad bots. Anyways, I'm finally gonna get some water, so enjoy a little commercial break. Where's 1 minute? There it is. Yep, so the ads are over. Hear the sound of me getting out of the box and munching it. Oh, I need to add first playthrough and casual playthrough back to the tags. There we go. I was going to take a look at the achievement list here. Again, from the achievement list, it might seem pretty linear. Choose your own adventure. There are like multiple endings. I don't think there's anywhere from 2.8 hours to 8.3. I can only assume the dude who has 8.3 in the reviews played it twice. Okay. So it's not a long game. I don't know if I'll play through all of it on stream. Or maybe I might because it's so short. Yeah. Let's see. Get back to the game. I'm guessing also autosaves. Oh shit, I'm gonna be talking. I have Oreo in my mouth. I don't want to spew Oreo everywhere. If I say more than one sentence while there's Oreo in my mouth, I'm gonna, like, spit crumbs. Green's bootlegging case smelled foul, but so did everything else in this burg. I had to take the case, said Chase Green's letter, find out more about his past, and look into his bootlegging. Okay, so it's like a recap. Oh no. Oh, okay, am I still allowed to leave? Leave. So I guess we're just gonna go from top to bottom then. Green has suspected Redhorn Stable of sending them to that letter. Apparently Stable owned a barbershop in the financial district. Figured there would be no harm in asking Stable about it directly. Maybe ask us. I don't know if there's like a real good order to this. You know what? Let's go to the Spoon Lounge, I guess, and then Green's house, and then the other shop. Iki, run by Tiny Paul, the gangster that Green had put with. Never been there. The mob keeps a tight lip on their own houses, but I figure it would be a good place to... Yep, go there. Grab the taxi cab and told the driver, chat. My last ride for the day. After that, packing my girl. My girl. Is that a typo? And heading over to the Tightwad Hill for the game. What the hell is Tightwad Hill? You don't know much about college ball. Did my NBA stream not make that apparent enough? That new stadium they built for Berkeley last year seats over 70,000, marvel of modern construction, and the team ain't bad either. That's Memorial Stadium, I said. Cost over $1 million to build it. How is it related to any hill? Well, the geniuses built the stadium next to a large mound. Now, why would I pay good money to get into the place when I can watch the whole game just fine from that hill? Seems others that think that way too. So many of us, they dubbed it Tightwad Hill. The girls don't mind being outside, you kidding me? He laughed. The flappers love it up there. We can picnic and drink some gin without being cramped onto wood benches. Suits us both just fine. Well, I hope the home team takes it, I said as we stopped in front of the destination. No matter, it'll be a riot anyway, so I thanked him and stepped out. Opened the cab door in front of a North Beach warehouse with a wooden sign. The sign's text was too worn for me to decipher any of its English. A small gray spoon was still visible below the letters. Trying to get a little bit of the Oreo. And that's a small sentence. You guys can read that. I don't need to read everything out. You guys are literate. If you're not, well, I showed you some great reading recommendations earlier. A murder ASMR stream. There's a power vacuum in that category. Gotta make up for it somehow. Fill your cups, feel no distress, all our great thoughts, shrinking less. I need a password. Shit. Fill your cups. It has to refer to wine, right? Oh, I can use goals? Okay. Bottle with poem. That's convenient. Okay, so maybe I gotta go back and click on everything again. Wouldn't smoking in a bar be the last thing you wanted? Because, you know, alcohol's flammable. And if someone doesn't put out a cigarette properly and that stuff gets behind the bar counter, it's gonna light up like a Michael Bay movie. After a quarter of an hour, the panel opened again. Oh my god. I would just assume that they would be calling the mob's upper management on me then. You can shoot pool in the upstairs room, said the eyes. Oh, I thought like his eyes were, you know, because, you know, like, I don't know how to describe it. Whatever. I walked up the stairs and opened the thin wooden door to the billiards room. It was much smaller than I expected for a gangster's paradise. I would make a joke here, but the only thing I know about Gangster's Paradise is Weird Al's Amish Paradise and the original Sonic Hedgehog trailer. The one that still had the teeth. The only light came from hanging lamps above the billiards table. The haze of cigarette smoke darkened all room's corners. 5 cute. Yeah, this thing needs a little patching, I guess. PNG really hard, I guess. The room was lit only by the dangling lamps above the billiards table. Yeah. Bottle of unlabeled wine sat at the table. When I sniffed, it smelled of strong spice. Couple tall chairs. Oh, they have lifeguard chairs. Gotta make sure people don't drown on the wood floor. Oh, it is slightly transparent. Okay. Pool table is the focus of the space, light reflecting from its smooth green. Then saw a tall, broad-shouldered man playing the table by himself. Based on Frankie's description, I gathered this was Tiny Paul. Cleared my throat to get him to look at me. Followed with a casual, "Are you ever going to take the shot?" He stood up straight, rested his cue on the table, and looked at me sideways. It was the petulant look of a boy forced to play with his younger sibling. "Hello," he sighed. His voice was deep. I asked him more. Voice was deep. Why is this an option for dialogue? Apparently Fieri only hired baritones, but had no gravel. Echoed slightly around the small room. I imagine he could have huffed and puffed the entire block to rubble. "I like watching them," he said, nodding to the balls on the table. Thinking through my options. Oh, I thought he was talking about, like, clattering balls. Because, I was editing my Such Art stream, and that just put the phrase clattering nutsack back into my head. Balls. And also I started editing the NBA 2K stream, so just easy. So just expect for the next while, it's gonna be back to repeating a few of those jokes, I guess. I never shot that much pool, but I thought he might like me more if I feigned interest. I considered lying to him, telling them that I played it a lot. No better sport, I lied. I'll stick to cards. If he calls my bluff and asks me to play, then I'm fucked. Yeah. I mean, you don't also want to lie to mobsters. They'll break your kneecaps. Or at least in a way that won't get you killed. He asked hoarsely. I raised an eyebrow and he showed the sheepish grin. A gambler plays them all. continued after crackling his knuckles. I don't think you're here for a game. I asked about Green. I asked for... How's the gamble on that wine? Green setting it up. Where the muscle? What is there more? Spilling the stories to a stranger. You like Green. Wouldn't that one get him in trouble? Again, I wish I knew what was beyond the ellipses. One game that does this properly, I will say, is Deus Ex Human Revolution. Because whenever you hover over an option, it gives you a preview of what Adam Jensen's gonna say. So, whenever you hit an option, you know the dialogue that's gonna come out of his mouth. Because here's the problem. Give me a second. Because sometimes... Like, you want to see what happens when you don't do this right? OBS, please cooperate. All credit to Vine Sauce Rev for this.
Wait,
I only saved her because I thought she might give me a reward. But she didn't give me shit. Except a bunch of people thinking I'm something I ain't. I played along as I
blast
could.
him?
Only thing I managed to get from it was a free drink every now and again.
Get him a free drink then.
Not a good that did.
I'm dragging you back to the woodland. For what?
Yeah, stuff like that. Lets you get something like that. And I just wish more games would do what Deus Ex Human Revolution did because of that. And again, all credit goes to Vine Sauce Rev for providing me with that glimmer of entertainment. Go check out his streams. It's good. He's... the wrinkles on his brow deepened. Like or disliked, I'm not gonna do any goofy voices. This is already killing my throat. Ugh. And he's giving us a good lead. I suppose that's why you're here, Malone. You know me too. The doorman must have looked me up. The bait talks fast. Now, he said, eyeing the billiards table. Need anything else from me? Want something better as specific. Mobsters never filled the grate my nerves. So... notes. Know anything about this note, I asked? I pulled out the letter with the black hand on it. Tiny Paul looked at the page, then laughed with his whole body. So there's a letter. Green's shaking over that. I'm not losing sleep, though. Look, Green and I aren't best pals. Nobody will touch him without our protection. And none of us sent it to him, or else I would know about it. Anything else, he asked? Investigate. Bootleg. Green asked. The local kid, I think. Been around the lounge a while. Boss knows him better than I do. There we go. Can ask him about my icebox still. Can we show him the letter? Maintain ignorance of the sender. Okay. Nothing new about that. Wine bottle, cocktails. Password, believe. Now let's ask about that. Anything about Redstone Stable, I asked. Heard the name, he replied. Why all the gossip? He could tell you more about himself. Won't give me anything about him. I wish I knew who was talking right. Oh, it's alternate. I'm a dumbass. Just didn't know who started speaking first. Should have read that a little more carefully. I would know that. Anything else? I don't know, because you're competitors? Green's wife is a torture here, I asked. The pipe she's got built into that body, she's the reason most fellas keep coming back to the joint. I can question him about his own statements. Ugh. Miss Green's gray coat. I don't think he'll care anything. What's got to do anything about it? Okay, so he just says that. Maybe he'll know about it? I highly doubt. Yep, he doesn't. Okay, anything else to talk about? Oh. Go to Green's house next. More clues about his past. Buddy and let her come this way. I suspect we just cycle through the same locations. Do you have anything to talk about? Your article on the seat beside me. Read it. Magazine's contribute. Blah blah blah. An interesting. Here. Xenophone. Yep. I got that much from the speed reading. Yeah, oh my god, that's a lot of text. Green's apartment was a section of the old Western Edition mansion. The owners divided for the struggling families to rent after the 1906 fire downtown was built. Immigrants, mainly from Japan, rented most of the apartments in part of town. This is where anime was invented. Knocked on the front door, but didn't get a response. The latch was undone, so I pushed it. Uh-oh! Somebody dead? Eyes closed, head rocking slowly. Not dead! Gray trench coat hanging in the doorway, Lewis's. Found no identifying marks. Different jacket, but his appearance was off-putting. Nice to know I didn't even knock on the door. I just kind of just opened it and let myself in. We're in the backmost table, 2 train tickets. Mumbled St. Louis to myself, but then came the crackling voice of Mrs. Green. Ah, forget about moving Connor. I won't budge. Her head raised, but her eyelids still remained closed. Asked her further questions, but her head just rolled back. There was nothing else to say. Is she just, like, completely out? Asher was on top of the phone. And cigarettes. Oh, she's wasted. Opium, yep. Built-in plant. Okay. So she's, like, fucking wasted. Oh, Mrs. Green slumped in the chair. Hello, Mrs. Green said loudly. She let out a loud blow from the chair, then lifted her head, then failed to raise her eyelids. She tilted her head. Oh, this is gonna... I should... said nothing more. So there's nothing I can do in here. Warped enough to prevent the front door from completely closing. Okay, barbershop then. Green has suspected Redstone State. Well... I'll end the stream after I investigate this place. Barbershop was down an alley in the financial district up Red Brick National Bank. That was loud! Hat rack, deep mahogany, Fraser Cohen furnishings. Maroon leather chair, look comfortable. Cylindrical barber poles. Hydraulic barber chair. Yeah. As we know from horror movies, only good things happen when you sit in them. Looked heavy. That's where the fake door is. Pink suit tailored to accentuate his stature. Broom bow tie in his pocket square. I gathered this was Redstone Stable. And turned to face me. He grinned, squinting his blue eyes made the smile feel genuine. I must apologize. We do not take walk-ins. Study his face. I regret clicking that now. I studied his face. The wrinkles around his eyes indicated he was at least 40. The rest of his skin was clean and smooth. He wore no hat and shaved his head completely bald. When combined with the smooth skin, it hinted the look of a small turtle. Okay? His pink suit and maroon accessories only added to his eccentricity. Smiled and said, "How foolish of me. Of course. How do you think you're here for information, Miss Malone?" That's how he knowed my name. I'm gonna say word travels fast. That is a dull retort. You know, you are not a standard detective. These are not mundane. Well, look, it's sort of close, but not really. I'd say I kind of missed that. Kind of lost that bet. Side put a smile back onto his face. Yet perhaps you are here on a matter of interest. Ask about notes. I can... Okay. You can't ask about the cat. I pulled Green notes from my pocket and showed it to him, but didn't let him hold it. Green tells me this letter's from you, I told him. He doesn't like the threats. Stable lowered his head to study the note, then chuckled, knowing his grin returned to his face. But this is a black hand letter, he said, flourishing a hand towards the paper. You ever seen a black hand letter, Miss Malone? I confess I didn't. Exactly. You should ring your friend Shipman at the station and ask what it means. Damn, Shipman had been one of my uncle's regular... Oh, it was uncle, not dad. And the vice rackets. Wonder what Shipman would have to do with Green's case. Stable seems to think it had a lot to do with it. I pocketed the letter and continued with my questions. No, to stop by police headquarters and see Shipman. Well, Miss Malone? Ask about notes. Might as well do that. Still talk about the ice box. Let me ask about the cabinet. Yeah, it's a false... It has a false back. Elegant trappings for a bother. Math was never my strong subject, but I can't see a barber making enough for all of this. Yes, I have other methods of procuring wealth, but I do not engage in illicit services, if that is your implication. You can trust a smile like that. I kind of already asked him about that, so I think that's retreading. Oh, hell yeah, someone else is playing Yakuza 0. Fuck yeah. Anything about this? Yakuza 0 is a fucking great game. A year since I played that. I still need to finish Like a Dragon. Space Station. I'm gonna end stream, actually. Get some good old sleepies. I don't know how far I am through this. Oh, I never set out the stream alert on my Discord server. Oops. Oops. Well. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the night. As usual, if you enjoyed the stream, drop a follow, join the Discord, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and good night.